Are we going, going,
We
going?
are live.
We are. Karma,
We are
karma,
now
karma,
live.
karma, karma, Kamala. She is a he. She is a he. I'm telling you, when I sing to the animals, they seem to remember things. So I'll sing to you guys. Kamala is a man. Kamala.
Well, I've never seen her wear a dress, which is odd
She wore a
because
dress
most women
once
wear
when
dresses.
Montel was whoring her out, pimping her. That's how Mama Helen put it, pimping.
Right.
I know she had something to do with Montel. I didn't know Montel was a bad guy. You don't know who's bad guy, who's good guy. It makes
It's hard to
sense.
tell.
All these reality shows, all these talk shows, it was them because it's easy. It's simple. You don't really have to be a great actor. You just have to entertain a bit or give people free cars like Oprah. Oprah, probably a man. Susan
Mm-hmm.
Rice, definitely a dude. We all know Obama is Michael Obama,
Right.
right? There's a lot of them people. There's a picture of um, Barry with Susan Rice as a male. And I love when my friends bring this stuff back up to my attention so I can therefore tell you. I've seen it. Um, I think I have it again. I'll check later. We're not actually starting with this stuff, but I'm bringing it in with karma, 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 Kamala. She is a he. Okay.
Okay.
Who did Karma Chameleon? Boy George.
Yeah, Boy George.
Boy George.
Do you
Probably a
really
huge
want to
chameleon.
hurt me? You know that song.
This is gonna, we could talk about the Olympics too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, people. Come on.
Yeah.
That's not, it might get the younger kids' attention, but hopefully it's waking the parents up. Like,
Oh, that
come
was
on.
terrible. That is just so terrible.
It was done by
That.
the good guys, though. You can't put something so Luciferian out. And it is Lucifer. You guys think it's wokeism? It's not. It's
Mm-mm.
not. I keep telling you, it's satanic.
That it
There's a
is.
lot of things satanic. You have people, I've been reminded, Mama Helen sent me some old videos. And it's funny because they're not the same videos I have seen in the past, which makes
Right.
it relevant that there's two different people talking about the same subject, but it's just not brought up. It's quieted because God forbid Christians, Catholics, um, Jewish people, they all knew the truth about things, right? Like for example, the swamp, Washington, D.C., and its 10-mile law, it is literally in the shape of a pentagon. Um, and if you don't know what that is, it is the worshiping star of Satan, right? There
Mm-hmm.
are things that work out. The Washington Monument is not, okay, there's one of those. They're Egyptian monuments, first of all. Egyptian monuments. They were stolen from Egypt. The Germans did that. The Nazis loved, they would rebuild everything. They would take stone by stone, bring it to Germany and rebuild, like, I think even the lost city of Babylon they did. I don't know how they did that, but, and that was in the 40s. So if they could do that then, what the hell are they doing now? So the Washington Monument is, some people call it Cleopatra's Needle. See, it all fits in. Those are not nice things. These are not nice things when, especially when they're out of place, you know? It's like when you actually pick an apple from a tree, it's not dead. The apple is fully alive even when you're eating it.
It
It's just
is.
away from its home,
Doesn't
right? It's
stop
still
growing.
alive. It's kind of the same thing with this Egyptian tower. All right. People believe that it contains energy, it's a giant battery, and there's a lot of things. But the one thing I know is don't take it away from its home. Let it go back to Egypt. There's a reason it's in sand with less people around, right? There's some kind of control in there. When I went to visit, when I was in Washington last, I've been there a couple times, but the last time I went with John, it was closed. We couldn't even go in there. I
Hmm.
wonder why. I wonder why. I think it was closed since Obama or around that time. Questions I will find hopefully answers for. Let's see. You have the control of the floor. I must stop singing my Kamala song before people start like things to me.
Well,
Kamala.
I wanted to say a couple of things about
Did
her. I
you
mean,
about Kamala? Kamala?
about Kamala. I want to make
Kamala?
sure I mispronounce
Me
her
too.
name. Her name. Oh,
I've had calamari.
yeah,
It's an old
Camellia.
Italian dish.
How do you
Calamari.
Camoler, something like
For
that.
Italians, will know
Yeah.
calamari.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to know one Democrat. I mean, just one. Please tell me one Democrat that actually voted for her as president in the primaries. Please come forward. I would like to meet you because there isn't one. Her name was never on the ballot for president. Therefore, she should not be allowed because she should not be allowed to take the money that her and Biden collected for Joe Biden as that money should be dead. No, nobody can use that money,
But is it really like I don't see it
but they
being
reappropriated it anyways. So I think it's called election interference.
I see where you're going. Okay.
Yes.
If you want to say that, yeah.
I really believe it's interference.
I've had calamari.
I mean, if everybody remembers,
Calamar.
this woman was a DA in California. Okay,
Oh man, she was
she
nasty.
put so
Nasty.
many black people in jail for the rest of their life
For smoking
for
pot?
smoking pot the same
No.
time that she was smoking it.
No. I would
Talk
rather
about
deal with a
hypocrisy
pothead than a
at
drunk
its
any
best,
day of the year. People are out of their minds. Weed is
right?
much better than killing 2, 3, 500-year-old trees. People grow up. They've lied to you and it's still stuck in your retarded heads. Oh, I shouldn't say
Right.
shit. You're not retarded. Well, retarded means slow. Okay, so
Yes.
you're slow at the fact that they're
Right.
fucking with us in every single way. Satan
Right.
has controlled this planet. Okay, Satan and his
Excuse me.
ugly ass fucking people.
Hmm. Yes.
Even the Statue of Liberty is no fucking woman. Is there a reason why Da Vinci made the Mona Lisa to look like a man? It's a bit of both. Guys, wake up. Wake up. The Statue of Liberty is supposed to resemble Lucifer. The first we were going to talk a little bit about the Olympics. The first thing you see on the Olympics is this guy come out. I think he's all in blue and he's got these flowers, or one of them comes out. Oh, no, no, it was on the Last Supper. Excuse me. It was the woman man thing holding the heart. I know, I'm sorry, I got allergies today. He was holding a heart. This was the Last Supper scene, guys, and he had the same torch on his head, the crown as a statue. It's first of all, it's mimicking Jesus Christ's. I'm not even religious, people, but I know this shit. Okay,
Mocking him.
mimicking, mocking his thorns, his crown thorns. I don't remember what the number 7 means in general, but that's the Luciferian crown. Hello. If
Yeah, I
you
don't
look
know
at
what that
ancient
7 is.
that's why art is extremely important. That's probably why I'm more awake than most, because if you look at the ancient art, um, there is Lucifer. He has 7 points on his crown. He's got a shackle. I'm so thankful Mama Helen brought this back up to me. He's got a shackle just like the Statue of Liberty. He's got an apple sitting there because it's in
Mhm.
New York, the Big Apple. And he's wearing the torch. The torch, however, our Statue of Liberty is holding it up, the torch is on the floor. of Satan. His light went out, right? So who else carries the torch but the Olympics? You see how all this kind of goes into one? Are we following? It's all Luciferian. It's right in front of your eyes, and so many people know. So many. Just look it up on YouTube. Stop listening to listen to the bullshit. Listen to the bullshit. The bullshit makes more sense. The Statue of Liberty never looked like a guy, a girl. Never. Never.
I never
And
thought it did.
men wore dresses back in the day. They wore the
Yes,
what
they
were
did.
they
Robes,
togas, and they wore
robes.
warriors wore skirts so they could run. So
That's
they
right.
had leg movement, agility. This
That
is
is
no.
absolutely correct.
Well, thank you for let me know. I know my history. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that is true.
you see how it all wraps up into one? The torch. I mean, there's more to it. I'm not an expert. I just know it's wrong.
Mhm.
There was the part Mama Helen sent me another video today about because she's like, I know you didn't watch the Olympics. Of course I
Um,
didn't. I have
I
no
wouldn't watch
interest.
that
So
film.
she's like, please watch this. It's the beginning. She showed me the beginning, and this lovely person explains how demonic it all is. This young guy, I've watched him before too. He's
Yeah, I can't even
clearly
watch it.
awake in his own way. And the pale horse coming out is biblical with the wings and back. That's Luciferian. You think of wings only on angels, not when there's a white
Mm-mm.
horse coming out front.
No.
Guys, look up your Bible. Don't question me. Look up your own Bible, okay? Because it's biblical and it's demonic. It shows how
It
evil
is.
it is. It's all Oh, and then he mentions that at the end, the very end of the opening ceremonies, you actually see two bulls. Bulls are a demonic sign.
Yes, they are.
Maybe on their own they wouldn't be, but when you take the guy with the 7 points, um, forget about the wokeness. You obviously the wokeness. Then you see the horse and the wings, and there's so many other things. But you see, where a lot of conspiracists might be afraid, I am not, because they have no money to do this. They have no money to dress up the Eiffel Tower the way they did. Okay. They're dead. These guys, the big dudes with all the good money, are dead. You can't even Google them. They don't even go in the classification of who's the richest in the world. They don't even fit there anymore because they're gone. Right, Joe? Didn't you even
Yeah,
try to Google them?
I did, and they do say that that a lot of them are passed away. They're
But
trying to
that
keep their
doesn't mean their money
legacies
passes
alive.
away.
Yeah.
So you have like
Yes.
someone like that owns Christian Dior, and I don't know. I'm not really good with these fashionable, like the Banana Republic, and they own both, and they own like 10 and 100 of them, 75 of them,
Mhm.
and they're like one of the top 40 richest people in the world. How is this fucking possible? You're telling me all the people that know how to thread jeans can't become as famous, get that much money? The things are wrong, are
Right.
so wrong. All right.
Right.
I'm sorry. I know I'm talking about.
That's all right.
Well, I wanted to get that out of the way. That and that I've had
Well, that
Kamala.
goes along with
Malari.
Venezuela too. Venezuela being what they that Maduro guy, he still won. He won again. I mean, they had they had the military at the voting polls making sure that
They
nobody
voted for him.
voted for the other guy.
Yeah. It's not him though. This is
Maduro?
let's put
I
it
don't know.
easy. The good guys are using Democrat ploys. They're not really Democrats. I'll say Democrat ploys because that's what you know it as.
Yeah.
It's really satanic ploys.
Yeah.
The
None
good
of them
guys
are
are using
one party or the other.
really, really
Hmm.
in your face satanic ploys
Right.
to wake you up.
Yeah.
You're safe.
You have to look at
Believe
people's
me.
backgrounds.
I don't even bother anymore because it just nothing else makes sense.
Right. Nothing makes
I
sense.
know the conditions of things. I know where the money is at. I know who is in charge. I know who's dead. Nothing else matters to me.
Yeah.
The rest is a game. But for those of you that don't believe, I mean, you can watch Telegram, but conspiracists that are awake don't even bother. Because what you're going to learn, which will confuse you for 2 or 3 days, is something you knew all along. We are in control. And I say we, I'm not going to say Trump anymore because I don't know if it's Trump. Trump, that was the other thing we were talking about. Trump has been very disappointing. Vance, no.
Yeah.
And
What the heck?
crypto, are you out of control here? Or no
Who?
way. No
Yeah.
way. I was
Where did
waiting for
this come
you
from?
guys to give us a sign about crypto, and I have
Yeah.
not seen it yet. I've only heard bad news. Crypto, my bro, I told you this before. My brother is a licensed, beyond licensed. I mean, this all he does is trades of every fucking kind, from
Yeah.
stock to eBay shit. He knows his crap. He literally told me where Bitcoin came from, an arcade game. Bing bong bong
Yeah.
bong.
I
Okay.
don't believe in Bitcoin myself. I'm not getting it.
Well, okay, let me finish. So it comes from arcade games. Okay. Um, Meaning as a joke, this guy was just giving it out, and then all of a sudden they made it into real money in the 90s. A video arcade coin, like Mario hitting his head to get a coin out of the block. That's what it was. A virtual coin, fake for a video game. So in the 90s, they started thinking, well, let's do something with this fake money and make it bigger. It's not backed by anything. It's not backed by anything. There's no bank backing this crypto shit. Okay. So then we find out when Trump was in office that crypto and Bitcoin were being used by the bad guys to get people over the border, the cartel, the coyotes, the the sex trafficking, child trafficking. This is a couple of
Mhm.
years ago. This isn't like two
Mhm.
decades ago. So no, 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 no,
And
no,
they
no,
put
no.
that one kid
God,
in
oh
jail
my
forever.
God. Stop listening to Trump. God, I've been told that Trump is not the real guy either. Okay.
Man, I'm starting to wonder, man. JD Vance, really? JD Vance is
You got
part
to
of
be
the
kidding
swamp.
me. And people are
Wake
blindly
up.
following this shit.
Why
He,
didn't he not pick one of the other guys who's standing up with us? Why didn't he do that?
yeah, he picked a
How are
guy
we
with
going to get
nothing
our
though,
justice with
and
JD
you
Vance?
are following it blind. I blame the American citizens that will follow Trump blindly for no reason. And
What's wrong?
to me, this is a plan in itself, trying to wake your idiot butts up. Are you serious? If you can't go against the easiest, most transparent person in the world, you ain't going up against any evil, satanic, Kamala. Yeah, you're not,
Yes.
you can't even talk to the most transparent. Hey, Trump, please don't say that about Bitcoin until we find out all the sex
Mm-hmm.
trafficking is stopped.
Mm-hmm. And I
Because
think we
they
should boo
used
Vance at
billions,
the rallies.
billions of Bitcoin and to molest children. Stop thinking it's okay. This crypto, stop. No, 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 no. Monkey see, monkey do. Are you that dumb? I can't believe it. People bought Netflix to watch Vance. It's like you have not learned a fucking thing. You have learned
Hello?
to be monkey see, monkey do. You've learned to ape.
Who's in charge of Netflix?
Who has the most money in Netflix? Who made the most money from Netflix?
Obama.
AOC. Don't you
Come on.
see what more you're just hoping so much that Trump is so good and will give us everything that you're gonna fucking
Man, there's something wrong
give
with
up
that,
your
man.
own what? Yes. I'm never gonna get I'm not buying no Netflix. Pay me a
Yeah, and I'm not,
fucking to
yeah,
watch
and I'm not
Vance.
buying into Vance either.
Vance
Mm-mm,
fucking I've never heard
mm-mm.
such a berating in my life. Stop, people. You know what? I guarantee the real Trump is going to come out and these guys are going to bow. Trump with a hole in his ear, fake Trump. Watch, he got it removed for cancer. Like, oh, you say there's no hole in his ear. He probably
I
got
didn't
it
see
removed
one.
for cancer, which a lot of people get cancer in the ear at a certain age. Men, especially men.
Never saw the hole,
It's all
and
fake. It
there
doesn't
was
matter.
never any blood on the bandage. I'm
Either
using
Trump is
physics.
trying to wake you up and say, stop following me. You have to, for in order for the America to always stay the same, it's about teaching the kids. Trump ain't gonna always be around. Neither is this guy Vance, who I think shaves his legs, man. He looks more feminine than I do. And I got a nice pair of melons. Gotta always have the jokes. No. Okay.
Okay.
What you think I do? You should meet my, never mind. Um,
All I do is talk. It's just
I'm not putting Trump down. I'm not saying I still believe in the plan. There is a plan. Just don't be are you still thinking of melons? Okay. Ciao.
That's funny.
It was. At least
Okay.
they're not itchy today. Okay. Anyhow, so our seafood dish, calamari. Calamari.
Calamari.
That is a dude's
Calamari.
name. Okay,
I want
that
you to
is a
always
queen's name.
mispronounce her name.
Kamalala.
Yeah, Kalawaka.
Kamalala. Just
Kalawaka.
like lady or queen. All right,
Yeah.
those are names given. And you ask me how I know. I went to a diner. It was a nice restaurant down that my Irish boyfriend at the time. He went, he's from Ireland. He wanted to see all this shit. So we took a limo to Manhattan to go eat at a transvestite restaurant. It was lovely. They were wonderful. There's nothing wrong with these people except that they know what's wrong with them. They know, you know? And the food was great. They had top-notch chef. And then afterwards, we went downstairs and we watched them make fun of themselves, basically. They had five comedians on. They were all transvestites.
Oh,
We were drinking our coffee, having our it was a lovely evening. And I'm not for this stuff. I think that there is something wrong. I think that they played with genetics. They really did. I
oh
don't
yeah.
think it's a very natural thing for a man with testosterone to want to be a woman. It's just not natural. It means to me that somebody stopped that testosterone in the body or other things. We're not very different women and men, right? Because
Mhm.
everyone's born a woman, right? Did you know that? Yeah. The balls
Mhm.
drop after. The balls drop, you're women. You're women first. The chromosome makes a difference. And then the balls drop after. Yeah, well, that's science for
I
you,
think I was
baby.
born with them.
You were born with balls. Well, so was Trump.
Mm, mm, mm.
I do love Trump. We love the Trump name. We love what Trump means. It doesn't mean we follow Trump with everything he says. How do you know he's not being led astray? Which he's not. He knows everything. He's not even the guy we've been seeing. Let us go on.
Well, there was that one time, and he did say it, just like you said in a previous session before, that he said they're after him and he's gonna have to go into hiding.
So
So
you actually do listen to
and
shit I
then
say.
and then nothing else was ever said about it again. And then all of a sudden we see Trump having different colored hair, which is odd, and saying and acting different. If you notice one thing, you know how he used to do, he used to talk and he would always do this, right? Always use his hand. He always uses his hands, right? Doesn't do that anymore, does he? When you do that, that's a habit that you just can't break. It's really hard to break that kind of a habit.
La, 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 la.
So, and you see some of them do it, and then some of them don't do it. You can't just
They
turn it
talk
on and off.
different. They use
Doesn't do that.
different vernacular, kind of different dialects.
Mhm. Yeah.
They use different witticisms,
Look at
charisma, their
look at all the Joe
stance,
Bidens.
their
Six.
anatomic
Six Joe
position.
Bidens, you know? And they're really talking about uh who you thought was Joe Biden? The actor? Jim, the,
Barry?
the yeah, Jim Carrey. Joe Biden did get tall in one of them. He got very tall. Jim Carrey's a tall guy. Just saying.
There's a few people who have been measuring him. Now I could just tell from the face that it's a different Biden. But if you have Kamala standing next to him, now Kamala is supposed to be short.
Kamala Bala.
And there's
Kamala Bala.
some Bidens that are like literally 3 feet taller, and then others that are two.
Right. And
I mean,
some
it's
that are the
obvious
same size.
one is extremely tall.
Right.
I think I have a video. I think Mama Helen gave me a video. Mama Helen, when she wants to, she just get that shit out there.
Yeah. Anybody else want to come in and say hi? We
Oh, that's
we
right. Well, that's
reserve
what we're
the
going to stay on for a couple hours, see if anybody wants to
yeah.
come on. We're going
So
to
that
take
would
it
be
nice and
really
easy. We're going
great
to
if
have a
you guys could come in
recess,
and say hi.
intermission.
We would really appreciate that. So gear up, say anything. It doesn't matter. I mean, our
Yeah,
views may not
a
be
lot of
yours.
people like,
Hey,
well, you had topics to go through. You had other
yeah.
topics you wanted to
Oh,
talk about.
there's always topics to go through. My
But
God.
right. But when shit comes off the top of my head, usually it's the best. I think,
Hmm.
I think Joe has this great thing. Like he just reminds me
Hmm.
of a,
And their mind goes,
we always work well together like that. It is, but we have been, yeah, but we don't mind
and
others
they
in.
here's the next thing. Mom and dad of the shooter. They both might be charged, but mom said Trump was an evil man and he should die. And if you're putting that in your kid's head, and then the president of the United States says that he should die, and all your friends are saying he should die because they're so indoctrinated by all the teachers that keep saying he should die, and all the media keep saying that he should die. What do you think is in their head? Good God. You're destroying these poor kids' minds.
Okay.
They need to watch out.
So it's
Yeah.
interesting that they use the age 20 for this kid because he's above age. He's over 18. He can be what, Joe? What can he be when he's 18 and over? Can he be part of the military? Can the parents
Yes,
be? Can the guy that died sitting behind Trump in the assassination, could he be part of Q? Could he have worked at the Buffalo Department
absolutely.
for 6 or 8 years under militant disguise?
Well,
Would you
you got to question
gotta
you
wake
got to
up,
question
guys?
some of
This is
this
so
stuff.
easy. It's
Yeah,
so
and look,
easy. A movie
the
director
kid
can write it.
has 3 offshore accounts worth $1.5 million, and his
Oh,
parents are
sure.
poor. Get the
Sure.
fuck out of here. What kind of shit is that? Wake up.
They're doing it to wake.
Nothing to
That's
see
it.
here.
They're doing it to wake them up, Joe. But
Yeah,
that's the point.
yeah, nothing to see there, though, right?
Good afternoon, Joseph. How you doing, buddy? I don't
Hey,
understand what you
brother.
wrote. Hey guys,
Honeydews
been
for the
honey
wife.
doing.
Yeah,
Been honey doing
honeydews.
honey?
Honeydews. The
Fresh honey?
honeydew list.
Love
I
honey.
always hated that list.
No.
My honeydew list is do everything list.
See, like, it would be great to put a child actor in. To me, 20 years old is still a child. And he probably was around that age. There's no doubt in my mind because they do
Mind ain't
use
fully
people.
developed. His mind
But
is
look at
not
what they
fully
did with
developed.
Hog. Remember Hogs?
Yeah,
He was
I
just a
do.
baby, wasn't he? His
Hmm.
father was a lot older than him, though. Or was he?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Imagine that. Nothing to see there.
all of it, none of it makes sense.
Hmm.
Doing honeydews for the wife.
Yeah, he
Am
said
I
that.
missing something? What's a honeydew?
The honeydew
I know what
list.
a honeydew is, but what?
Honeydew list.
Oh,
His wife.
a do
Why don't you
list.
understand? She writes a list and he has to do it all.
I thought he was talking. I don't know. When you put honey in my head, I don't eat much sugar. I don't eat sugar at all, really. Just some chocolate. I gotta stop with the chocolate, but
That's
I have
funny.
no sugar in coffee, no, not nothing. I only drink water and
Sugar my
coffee.
coffee.
When I was bartending, right, this was really shitty. The Vice were out. It was St. Patty's Day. So
Hmm.
I liked the morning shifts at this point in my life. I liked the morning shifts, got off at like 7. And I was helping my girlfriend Christine, who was it Christine? Yeah, she was gonna bartend. I think that was her name. Shit. She was bartending next. So I went down, got some cases up, because it's St. Patty's Day. I was pretty busy in the daytime to begin with. And this girl walks in and sits down and orders a beer. And I'm
Yeah.
bringing stuff up. I had just brought stuff up, and all I know is she's under arrest. The next thing I know, they had a 20-year-old cop come in and order a beer in the midst of us changing. She assumed my coworker assumed that I had already checked her ID. And you don't fuck with me with IDs, guys. I mean, it's so funny. I've had one girl say, I want a lot of vodka in my martini. And I'm like, let me see your license, darling. What a lot of a martini is all vodka. Well, vodka martini is all vodka. Just a dab of vermouth. I used to put it on.
Mm.
It's ridiculous. So you kind of
Yuck.
know. But at this point where things are, she has to count the register and things are, I'm bringing shit up and it's St. Patty's Day. So you got about a dozen people at the bar. And this young woman who could pass for 21 comes in right in the midst of it. So luckily, my husband, we called all the bars after that. We're not idiots. Vice, you're so stupid. You're so stupid, even in New York, because we called all the bars after that and you got nobody else that night. Then I sent my husband over to deal with you assholes to get my girlfriend out on St. Patty's Day, where she could have made 500 fucking dollars that night, $600. You ruined it for that girl. You people are assholes. But that's
Mhm.
not their fault. It's all about quota. It's all about quota in the police department, ain't it? Nobody is like my husband and who he taught were like the last of the good old guys, the good old cops, the real ones. Classic. Anyhow, ain't nothing sweet about it, Joe. That's what Joseph says. There ain't nothing sweet about doing the the honeydews list. I
That's
don't know.
true. Ain't nothing sweet about it.
I never thought of it like that. My husband doing, he just does as I bait him. He bait him to do it. Get down on your knees, honey. Don't worry, he always gets what he wants to. Um, so let's go back to the shooter's mama screaming about hating Trump. This is all a ploy. You couldn't write a worse book. Stephen King could not write a worse book. Nobody could write anything worse than that opening Olympics.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
It's like pushing it in your face until people with so much tolerance are like, wait a second, this ain't right. But you have to understand, it's not about tolerance for people. It's tolerance for Satanists. They ain't people, dude. I don't care which people have a heart. Humanity should have a heart.
You're not
When
people.
Satans want to take over the whole world and they're gonna fool you in any which way possible because you're just babies, you know, it's time for the grown-ups to wake you up. I don't know. Vance is a millennial? How old is he? He's like 10 years younger than us.
He's like, isn't he in his late 30s?
Yeah, he's good
Uh-oh.
10 years.
I just can't understand that pick. I mean, there was other people that were standing up more than he was. I never heard him denounce anything that these people on the left were doing. And yet Trump picks him. Why? I'm
He
confused.
has no,
Experience.
he knows how to get a
He's a
crowd
newcomer.
riled. You know who knows how to get a crowd riled? People that go to acting school like Vivek and obviously Vance, who were best friends in law school or something. Come on, guys. It's all fake. These guys are actors,
Yeah.
not real politicians. They could say it because they're actors. You watch ID channel, these people can say whatever. Barbara Walters can act at this point. It's like, no, no. Oh God, no, God. I look at his white feminine hands and I'm like, ugh, please, no, he'll never be. No. Did you ever look at him? Look at him. I'm sorry. It's like
I called him out
I
in the
want
very
a
beginning.
man,
I
not a
never liked
girly
the guy,
guy.
and if since when Trump said Vance, I go, why him? That was my first words.
Oh, because he
Why
put
him?
Trump down years ago. He was a nobody years ago, but yet we knew he put Trump down.
Yes, he
He
did.
wasn't even senator yet. Why the fuck did his name even come up? If you can't believe that this is a play, in a play, in a play, in a play.
Why didn't Trump pick one of the other guys that are speaking out against
Byron
these people?
Johnson,
Yeah, that's
Tim
who I
Scott.
liked. Byron Johnson. That's who I like that guy. That's who I like.
Why was Junior in the back of his assassination? Why was Vince Fusca in the back of Trump's assassination attempt? I mean,
Yeah,
God, people. All you have to do is look. I looked him up for you, and I
yeah,
already knew who he was years and years and years back. Doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make that doesn't make a difference. But if you believe me, if you believe even a fifth of what I said, you're pretty damn good. You're pretty in the know. I mean, you just have to research this stuff because Q is letting it out. Our military lets out these tidbits and these memes. Regular everyday people have to work. You know, I'm kind of lucky to be able to do this channel.
hmm
John's already retired. Um, I'm able to do it. I'm an artist. But a lot of people couldn't sit here and do something like this unless it was their job. Like Lou Valentino was having problems because YouTube won't, demonetized him or whatever. So I don't know how the hell that kid's making money because he's trying to bring the news to you. And he's on the dot. He's not at, I'll be on at 5 o'clock. No. If he sees something, he goes live.
yeah. And he's pretty good. He does a lot of research. He's pretty good with what
Yeah, I
he's doing.
like him.
And
He's a
you know
nice
what?
kid.
The thing
He's a
about
kid
him,
from the hood.
he was
What?
totally. I think he was actually a Democrat in the beginning. I think he's a
Who wasn't a
reformed man.
Democrat in the beginning?
I think he's come out of his party and not
Even
become
Trump was
any
a
part
Democrat.
of any
Trump was a
party.
Democrat, an
Yeah, he
independent for
was.
almost 2 years, and a Democrat the rest of his life. Tell me
Yeah.
why he changed to Republican.
Gee, I wonder,
That
right?
in 2015.
He probably woke up to their crap.
Trump has been rallying for years now. He didn't
Yeah.
do half that before becoming president. We only knew in 2015. Some of us knew in 2014. Q knew in 2012, if not prior. Q, our military, our 47 countries, soldiers act.
Yeah.
They sing. Who's the
Um,
guy that does the Trump song? The little guy. He
Lee
has this
Greenwood. Lee Greenwood.
he has this brilliant um edition of his song with the whole military from all over
Yeah.
the country. There's like 2 dozen of them. Of course, these people that risk their lives for us daily have fucking talent. They're artists, they're politicians, they're dancers, they're actors.
Mm-hmm. They're your
That's who's
brothers,
taking
your
control.
sisters,
There
yep,
are brothers and sisters for sure.
and mothers and fathers.
And I've been told most predominantly, it's very, there is no transvestism in the army. When Trump got in control, it was over. All that nonsense had ended.
Mm-hmm.
It it was permanently over. So have we heard much in the last 4 years about, gay rights in the army and stuff? If you're gay and you're in the army, so fucking what? There are gay people that love this country, believe it or not.
Yes, there are.
Don't if they go over the line, they go over the, uh, there's,
Who
you
gives a
you
shit?
gotta,
Turn your head.
one of my ex-boyfriends was a test tube baby. These things do happen. Genetics do happen. People fuck with genetics, especially when Satanists believe in transvestism
Yeah.
because their God is, both man and woman. Okay. Okay. What else, Joe? Was there anything else? There was, okay, we talked about the woman, the mother. What's the mother and father's name? What's the kid's name anyhow? I keep calling him the kid.
I can't remember. Oh, they're saying he might be alive still.
Well, of course he is. He's an actor. Oh,
Yeah.
hi, there we are.
Well, they did shoot him, but and they just wounded him, but that he's still alive. I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, they cleaned up well, if he's an actor, he wasn't really shot and it was a squib, and then they cleaned up the crime scene.
Right.
Squibs, by the way, are used in military practices. Okay. They're also used in Hollywood. It's a matter of knowing, I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Am I crazy?
Maybe,
Well,
maybe,
I like how you answered that.
maybe, man.
Where am I? Did I send myself?
I've
Here he
heard
is.
some crazy
Sent
stuff
myself a
come out your
picture.
mind. Oh, look at that guy.
Yes, Michael Aquino.
Yeah.
He was a general.
Lieutenant
Look at
General.
this. Look at the bull. This or this is an owl bull. It's probably supposed to be two or three different things. This
He looks like a lieutenant colonel. He's got the silver star. Now, see on his shoulder,
oh, it
the
does say
silver.
Lieutenant Colonel here, but I know he made it up to
Hmm.
general. So this might be an older picture. I don't know. Wait, a colonel is higher. No, a colonel is for
Yeah, after lieutenant
Air
colonel
Force.
goes full colonel, the bird,
Wait, but isn't it too okay?
and then from no wait
It does
no
say
lieutenant
LTC.
colonel is after the after colonel. So yeah, he's one rank under the one-star general right there in that picture.
Right. So this is
I
because I'm pretty
think
sure he made it to general.
no, because
No,
that's
that's close.
major. Because it's major, and then it goes to lieutenant colonel. That's the silver star. Then the full bird, that's colonel, and then from colonel it goes to general, one-star general. Yeah, that's how it goes. So he's still two ranks up.
Either way, he was a Satan worshiper. He was
Look at
allowed
his
in.
eyes.
The other thing, I was talking to Mama Helen. I wish she was in here.
Those
Maybe
eyebrows are
I know
crazy.
she'd love. Well, take a look at what he doesn't have. What what would he have as a man that you could see right now?
A beard or mustache or
He looks very shaven, right? He looks
yeah, he
almost.
does. Yeah.
And what else? What else? What else would a man have that a woman doesn't have that you can see in this picture? I always talk about it.
Adam's apple, maybe.
That's right. Where the fuck
Sometimes, well,
is?
he is. I don't know. Maybe
Uh-huh.
he's older,
He?
so his
Are
neck
you
is
sure it's a he?
no.
No.
I wonder
That's
if I have an
peach
Adam's
fuzz.
apple.
That looks womanly.
He does look a little womanly in the face.
Yep. And there is no Adam's apple. Or it's a he, she, because it looks like he has some kind of indentation, which might be a shaven Adam's apple. The nose makes me think he's done drugs. The lips make me feel the lips and the chin, even the chin is a little awkward, but the cheeks, they make me feel like it's a woman. The ears are long, but that could be from the um what are they called?
From the eyes down, it's like a woman's face.
What's the fur in front of your ear? Sideburns.
Sideburns?
Yeah, if he didn't have sideburns, he would look like a female.
Hmm.
Telling you. They have been doing this for a very long time, people. A very, very, very long time. Um, oh, that's mine. Ed, do I want to be your friend, Ed? Do you know you're going to be on a
Really
live?
weird.
Let's go to Helen's. Helen sent me new stuff. Let me show you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Oh, I hope it comes up. Here you go. Oh, Brian Fox, of course, he's my love. He knows. He's awake. Look at that. Oh, Vivic.
Mm-mm. Now we knew that about Michelle, but
Well, I've been saying Kamala's a man. Nobody has a neck like that, dude, unless they've been operated on. Uh, Kamala, la, 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 la. I had Kamala Lari last night. It was fishy. I think we'll take a break. Let me see. Can I put videos on? I'll put on our Tucker one and we'll go on break because I need more coffee, Joe. So
oh,
just
okay.
mute yourself. Unless you
Okay.
want to stay on and talk.
No, go
Or
ahead.
like
No, go ahead. That way yeah, let's do a quick break. I need to, yeah, I need to go somewhere.
let me see. Yeah, give us like 5 minutes, guys. Go get yourself a pit stop. Go make yourself some coffee.
I
Get
need to
yourself a donut.
sneeze. I might need to
Yeah.
sneeze. You
Oh,
know,
I gotta tell them about the sneezing story later. Me
okay.
and my sister.
Yes.
That was weird. A couple
Yeah.
of things. All right. Be
Yeah.
right back, fellow patriots.
That's not Biden. Like, that's not the guy I remember. Who, and I mean this. I never agreed with him, but I'm a shallow person. So is he. So I always kind of liked him. You know, Irish guy, throw his arm around you. How you doing, buddy? You know, rub your chest. Maybe he sniffed me. I don't care. I like sniffing, and that's just not the guy on TV at all. Like at all. If I was a conspiracy nut, I would think he was a body double because it's that different. So.
Thanks, Tucker. It makes a lot of sense. Good luck, guys.
now or at any time.
Here to sing the theme from Green Acres, please welcome Donald Trump and Will and Grace's Karen Walker.
Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
North is where I'd rather stay. An allergic smelling hay. Just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you. Give me Park Avenue.
The chores,
The stores.
fresh air.
Trump Tower.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, City Line.
Green Acres, we are there.
Are you back, Joseph? I'm sorry I took so long. Joseph Rogers, you and my husband both are doing our bidding. My husband is going shopping, apparently. Not that I needed much, but let's see.
Yeah.
George, you know what? See, the Olympic thing, I don't want to put you guys should look this stuff on your own. Oh, yeah, this is weird. There's a lot of things about the rings. I know it's supposed to symbolize five, five, I guess, continents that are. I guess we don't use seven continents. I don't know now. Is it five major countries? I forgot what the Olympics.
Six, yeah, look at that. Didn't start out
Yeah.
that way, did
But
it?
there's also with Disney, there's a lot. Well, that's the one with, that's in front of the Last Supper. There she is. You see? One,
Mhm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just like the Statue of Liberty, guys. Right? Seventh. I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff to this. I wonder if they put the extra hand here. Anyhow, what else, Joe,
They're
were
gonna
we
do something
supposed
to this family. I don't know, man. They're gonna try to blame it all on the father and the mother. They're gonna put the father in jail and the mother in
of the
jail.
shooter?
Yeah. The father says they'll make a statement once they've been advised by counsel. But the mother already, what she said, she's already had said that they found shit on her. She didn't say it out. They found this
Wasn't
stuff.
it the father's gun or something?
He's not gone.
Wasn't it the father's gun?
Yes, yes, legally purchased by the father. Yes.
Okay.
An AR-22 or something like that. It
Well,
wasn't an
it's just
AR-15.
you can't. I have no. There's no doubt in my mind. It's all an act. Sorry,
Yeah.
because the rich people are gone. The rich people are way gone. Like the, I'd say most of the cabal, right? Like 97% of them.
Yep.
I would have to say, and those are the people with all the money. So where did that money go? Who has control of the money, my friends? The military? Trump? Does Trump have control of the Federal Reserve?
Yes, he does.
I love using my baby talk. I don't know why. Come here, Hawk. I hear my dog. Hold on.
I wonder if they're gonna what they're gonna do with all of these fools, man. A
Oh,
lot of it is hearsay. But I don't know why they haven't charged anybody on the left has not been charged. None of them.
really?
Which makes absolutely no
Is that
sense
really
to me.
what you think, though? Is it? Is it really what you believe?
It's not because there's so many people that denounce what's going on. I mean, older people like even older than me are denouncing what these people are doing. And people in higher positions, of course, way higher than me. I'm just a peon, but way higher
What do
than
you
me.
mean denouncing?
So yeah, I think
What do you?
something's happening. They're just not telling us, and I don't know why they're not telling us. And
I don't understand what he
to
means.
wake up the masses, I'm getting a little unsure of that
Yes. Yes. That's what
it's all in
it's
our
supposed
faces
to make you
already as it is.
think. Everything is supposed to make you think. It's supposed to make you burn all your beliefs, all your belief systems
But
are
you say
coming
here
to an
you got
end.
those
All the
that are on the far
safety
left, they've shut
nets are
down.
gone. Huh?
But those on the far left have shut down. They are not willing to move towards the right. Those on the far right have totally shut down too, and they're not willing to move towards the middle either.
Right.
So I don't know. It
Nobody
something
has
seems something
no.
seems off kilter, especially with with the man that all of us stand behind. I, I'm he threw a
Well,
loop. He threw me for a loop, guys, and I'm dumbfounded.
it's funny because I've asked a number of conspirators
Mhm.
that I know, and they all don't like Vance.
Yes. What? Yeah.
There's only like two other people I really like to ask. I didn't ask
The guy
Dana.
just rubs me wrong.
It it
I
it,
can't fix it.
it doesn't really matter. I don't know, man.
And then they have and they're allowed to do this in Congress and they don't say anything about it. Well, they are now, I guess they are. That they're calling out the far right violence, but they don't never say anything about what they did, where they destroyed the country the whole time Trump was in office. They never said anything about that. And then they blame all of this rise in prices. Well, that's the previous administration's policy. No, you're in office right now.
All right. The very
Okay.
foundation, the very simplest we have to go on is that this country would have been destroyed had the nuclear
Yes.
football, which I don't even, it probably doesn't exist. I mean, we got like the collider and stuff. I said it correctly. We have like these
Hadron
most
Collider.
powerful, yeah. It- so the nuclear football is just whatever. But
Who has it?
who
Well,
has it?
remember, the California Democrats invited the Chinese in to view our nuclear facility. They took them for a tour.
Yeah. Well, this is what I'm saying. None of it makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
So at the very foundation, who has control?
Mhm. Who's in control? Who
Who's
is
in
in
control?
control of this fucking world? What is going on? There something is wrong. Something's happening.
Nothing
They're
happened
not
during
telling us.
Trump,
Mm-mm. Something's going.
except for January 6th, which was an. It's been fake for a long time. It's been a written movie for a long time.
Oh, fuck time. Oh,
Not every part of it, but now, as it's getting down to the last bits of the ending of the story, the last like 5 minutes or 3 pages in a book, it's it's getting bigger. It's getting more noticeable. The plot thickened and then
oh yeah.
went south because we all understand, a lot of people understand. Even people that watch the news can agree that, wow, maybe there have been Satanists in charge of certain things for a very long time.
Exactly.
Because why would anybody want to change the Constitution when it was written so well to begin with? Amend it, Bill of Rights kind of shit. That's enough.
Yeah. Second
Certain
Amendment
things
was
just never
written.
make sense.
The Second Amendment was written for the devils that are in office right now,
Correct.
and they are devils.
With the Second Amendment,
Absolutely.
Second Amendment was for us to protect us
That's
from
right.
from a
in
government.
mind, the devils in office right now trying to take over the country.
Constitution was literally written to help the people
Right.
if something
Against
goes wrong with the government
That's right.
of tyranny, right?
That's right.
That's the basic foundation. The people have control of the country.
That's right.
So if you don't agree with this concept, get out of the country because this
That's right.
country was based on the Constitution. If
That's
you
right.
understand how much more free by studying the Constitution you will be as an individual
That's right.
and you agree to it, then by all means stay and make a
If you don't like it,
life for
if you don't
yourself.
like it, there's other
Fuck
countries.
out.
Go back
We
to
don't
where
need you.
go somewhere else.
We don't need you.
They have a government
They didn't.
all around the world. There's a government that
So
you could stand behind. We don't want your form of government here. We already have capitalism, and that's what we don't want. Go
They
away
did
with the
an
other
Olympic event,
Mhm.
the opening of the Olympics, to satisfy maybe 2% of the world.
And we will not watch that. I
It
won't
doesn't
watch
matter.
that.
Joe, did you hear what I said though?
Yes, I did. 2% of the world. Yeah,
Did you get
that's
it?
all they're aiming everything at. That 2%
What
of
you
the
see
world,
on TV is like doubles.
and the rest of the world doesn't
Everything
matter.
is so. There's like 5 little kids in this world that their parents lets them dress as transvestites, and that
Yeah.
means the whole world's going nuts.
Yeah.
Well, no, those 5 people need to be smacked, their parents at least need to be
Yeah.
smacked in the face.
I don't
Like
need to see
literally
it.
with charges.
I don't need to
Smack
see
them.
it. I don't want to see it. I don't care about it. You
But that's the
go do
thing.
your stuff over there.
2% of the world did. And then
Right.
maybe you have like another 7% of children. And I mean under 25, 35, maybe that might appreciate it or think something other. But honestly,
It serves no purpose.
but it did because it woke you up to the Luciferian ways. There is more of
True. Well,
Lucifer
there's
in
that.
that show than wokeism. Stop with the wokeism. It has not, that's a term they use to fuck you over. That's
Yeah.
a term that they came up with to make you think there is no devil worshiping in sight. Now, I'm not saying RuPaul is a Satanist, but they are, for the most parts, these transvestites are evil. They belong to the evil. Susan Rice, Michelle Obama, okay? Kamala la la la, Kamala,
Kamala.
Kamala Lari, the fish I had. No, I don't eat octopus. No, no, they're
Yeah.
so sweet and so. Oh, I love octopi.
What it taste? It's like chewy chicken.
Ah, stop.
I
No.
had to taste it. I did taste it once.
Yeah, a lot of people have. I have not. I don't think I've ever tasted it.
Chewy chicken.
But
Everything
in
tastes like
Brooklyn,
chicken.
it's a very, a pizzeria has
I
calamari,
bet dinosaurs tasted like
Lari.
chicken.
What?
I bet dinosaurs tasted like chicken.
What? Where did that come from? All right, let's
Everything
see.
tastes like chicken.
Rabbit tastes like chicken.
Rattlesnake tastes like chicken.
I've had snake. I've had eel, I've had snake.
I've had rattlesnake. I've
I've
eaten
had rabbit.
rattlesnake. I have
I've
definitely
had
eaten
bull's
rattlesnake.
balls, but that was a favorite
Rabbit
of.
does not taste like chicken to me.
Oh, it was Madrid. Huh?
Rabbit does not taste like chicken to me.
No, I don't know if I had.
It has a
Might
weirder
have been
scent.
forced to eat rabbit when I was a kid. Who the hell knows?
My dad would do that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you see, this is how complacent we got, where our parents would sit there and pick pork off of the pig's face.
Mhm.
Our parents and grandparents. Nowadays people supply it, they they go to fast food instead and just waffle down a Happy Meal.
Right.
You know where I'm getting at, Joe, don't you, Joe? Don't you, Joe? What did I tell Joe? Joe, what did I tell you? Please stop
eating that crap.
eating the crap. Stop eating crap.
Eating the crap.
You are what you eat. You want to live an extra 10 years? You're talking to a smoker of 35 years, almost 35 years I smoked. About 35 years. That's sick.
38 for me.
I'm only 47. Am I 47 or 48? 47. That's
She don't even
disgusting.
know how old she is.
Because it doesn't matter.
No.
Nothing matters. It was a very smart comedian came out with two different colored socks, and the guy, the hostess says, "Why are you having two different colored socks on?" He goes, "It's one of the things I don't care about. Why the fuck should I care about everything? I have to care about my kids, my job, to have my wallet and my cell phone on me. I don't care
Right.
if I have mixed socks on. I like that. See, like you can't always be so vain."
There you
Right?
go. That's my kid. That's my Darian. He doesn't care either. He wears two different socks every day on purpose.
Well, it's
I'm
not
not
about the
kidding.
sock thing. It was just that was the lesson he was teaching. But
That's what I'm saying. He
Darian
doesn't
is
care
wide
either.
awake.
Yeah.
Darian is a 21-year-old who could probably make me sit and listen to him for a good 20, 30 minutes about any subject because he just knows his stuff.
He does.
Very good. People need to wake up, wakey, wakey, wake up.
Well, he's the one that he had a really hard time in school. He was one of the kids during the COVID thing that was affected by that. They really screwed him over.
Yeah, COVID affected a lot of kids.
And then he saw his own school almost arrest his father just because his dad was asking for his diploma. They almost arrested him.
They didn't arrest you. They didn't even call the cops.
The cop was right there. He was right outside the building.
I thought that was
I had to leave because they were calling the cops.
That
They
was
said,
it. They were
"Don't call
calling
the
the cops.
cops,
That's what
we're
I thought.
leaving." That's it.
I didn't know there was a cop outside.
And that was the day. Yeah, he walked by. He was looking right at me. Went to the car, and then I walked out because I knew they were calling the cops. So I went straight up to the main office that day. That's how it happened. But yeah, they were. Yeah, he saw that. That was terrible. Why does your kid need to see that? It was just terrible that they did that to me. That's horrible.
It was kind of ridiculous. It was about $25 too, right? It was something about paying $25.
No, they said we owed over $300 for some book that we had already returned.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah,
schools were
something.
not the same.
It was like the military. You have to sign out of school.
All right, let me
Sign-
ask you. Kevin and Justin are what, 10, 12 years older, right?
Right.
Was it easier? Was their
Huh?
schooling easier?
Yeah, it was here.
No, no,
We
no.
have to.
Listen to me. Was it easier dealing with their schools? At that time, was it different,
A
easier?
little bit, yeah.
A little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
That doesn't,
Yeah, a little bit. They were, yeah, it was, well, yeah, it was because they both got their
this wasn't a
diplomas
hard
right away.
question.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah.
This was not a hard question.
Well, it was. I mean, the school system here is very blue. And we
I say
have,
the same thing about New York, I imagine.
what they did, what my kids did have to deal with a lot with, which was unfair, was the illegal alien kids. Those kids would come up here and they would be treated, they would center more on those kids because those kids were so uneducated. So my kids would fall behind because the teachers would all center illegal aliens to bring them up to speed. So which makes the American kids kind of lose out. So the American kids lose out. They lose it. They lose their attention, and they start going off on other tangents, doing other things. And next thing you know, that the American kids are failing. Illegal alien kids are passing and doing really good because the teachers are teaching them, not our kids. I hope you can understand that. That's how it is. And
That's what you've
that's
seen.
how it was for Kevin and Justin. But I had to stay on top of it. I had to stay on
All
top
right, Joe. All right.
because
I don't want you to get all
they wouldn't.
emotional.
Well, it was like every parent had to stay. It seemed to me like every American parent had to stay on top of their kids'
They have to
education.
do it now. That's why homeschooling
But the
is so
illegal aliens
good.
didn't. The illegals didn't. They catered to those people.
How do you know? Like,
Because
how,
I live in the neighborhood.
yeah, but I mean, how did they cater to them? What was so
They
catering?
would teach. They would make sure that those kids would understand. So the teachers would hover around them in class.
Were you ever
Yeah,
in the classroom to witness this?
yeah, I
So
did.
you witnessed one
Yes, I
night,
did.
one day.
Firsthand, because
Okay.
they kept saying that my kids were acting up. So I would go in there and I would sit there and I would watch. I would even watch through little slits on the doors to see how my kids were acting in class. And I would see what the teachers were doing. And I'm going, well, no wonder you're teaching the other kids, but you're not teaching the other kids that they're acting up. And there was a lot of kids that would be acting up. And it was usually the American kids. Sorry, guys, that's just the way it was. The school my kids went to was 3/4 illegal aliens and the rest were.
That's what it is living on the border. That's the difference. See, in New York, even when I went to high school,
Mhm.
you couldn't tell because we had so many different ethnicities, nationalities around us to begin with.
You could tell.
Who could tell was illegal or not? I don't think there were any illegal students that I knew of in our schools. I mean, that is 30 years ago in high school, so. But so
Some
much
of
can
these kids
change
would
in
come
30
in
years.
and they wouldn't even know English.
So I've had neighbors that didn't know English well. I mean, it's
Well, you're going to public school.
America.
Hmm.
That's America. Everybody is you get a chance to come here. You think the older Italians learned to speak English? They didn't. The Russians damn well didn't. That's why, or the Spanish. That's why you call like your doctor's office. You want to continue, press 1 for English, 2 for Espanol, 3 for speaking the Deutsch.
Hmm.
That's how America is. Now, did it get too far? Yes. You
Mhm.
come here
Way
within a
too far.
year, maybe 2 years, you should know how to speak the language. All right, do you have to be perfect? No. Not everybody knows how to speak bilingual or to learn it. It's not like the easiest thing in the world. We don't expect you to be a NASA scientist either.
Yeah.
But you have to try. You have to take the oath to our country, know our Constitution to the best of your ability. You know,
Our
I
customs,
don't know, Joe. It's
our
like
language. How,
I don't
well,
see how you can look at someone and know that they're not from the country. I could never,
no, you
because
can't.
nobody around me was
You
from
really
this
can't, Carrie.
country.
You can't tell. You can't tell until they start acting the way they act and the way they speak.
You live in white areas. Like it's different. Like it's different.
I definitely don't live in a white area.
No, you don't, but I'm talking about people
Mm-mm.
that do. Like they're just so used to seeing what they're seeing. But like like I said, when I went to Rhode Island, I was there for like a week, maybe 14. I don't forget how long we
Mhm.
went. I saw one Asian, one
Yeah.
Asian family, maybe one Spanish looking family, darker. That was it. They were all fucking white. I swear to
Yeah.
God, you can't make this shit up. I'm like, well, no wonder Massachusetts started the way it is, you dumb Democrats. You don't know how it really is to mix
Mm-mm.
communities. They don't
Yeah.
understand it.
Coming to New Mexico, you'll learn
Shit,
how to mix with the
right?
community. I guarantee that. You will learn mixed communities if you come
I
here.
could have like Korean rice with one of my neighbors, or Mexican tacos,
You
or
will
go
learn.
smoke a hookah. I almost said
Mhm.
hookah. I wasn't thinking Kamala.
This is the most diverse state in the country.
Kamala.
Camellia, Camellia,
Did you
Kamala,
see what I did?
Camellia. Yeah,
I should do it this way.
yeah, exactly. No, like this.
Notice nobody talked about having sex with her. It was always oral.
Yeah. Hey, yeah,
Ding, 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 ding.
that's right. It's always oral.
Possibly a man.
This is gross.
Oh, my stickers are coming off. All
Not
right.
good.
Anything else? My coffee's too hot. I made it too
Yeah,
hot.
we can always put people down. There's always others to put down.
I know, but we wanted to actually get people on here today, but we were
You know,
supposed to do it yesterday, but then yesterday that's why I'm
anybody
glad we
want
don't have a
to come in
schedule
and say
quite yet.
something?
What?
Please come in and say something.
Oh, please come in and say, why are you begging them? Don't beg the losers. You're all fucking losers. You don't come in here.
Here, kid.
Um, what I'm going to do for next weekend
Mhm.
is make a post tomorrow that we'll do this next Sunday. All right,
Oh,
your day
okay.
off. Okay. I'm gonna make a post by tomorrow. I promise. For next Sunday for 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, somewhere around there. And I'll put my email address there. I don't look at the email, but now I will. Email is a little out of touch, just like cable.
Post the
They're both
connection in there.
obsolete.
Post the link in there.
No,
Hmm.
because it will be a different link. I don't know actually how I'm going to do that.
I don't know.
No, they would have to come on. I don't know.
I don't know how to post it in here in the live chat.
Oh, yeah, you could post it in the live chat,
Mhm.
but they won't be able to click onto it. They would have to put it in. Zoom is a phone number. It's like, do, 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 do.
Right.
And then sometimes there's a passcode. I try to not have a passcode on, but I don't always get away with that. I'm not sure why. There's still some things I get confused when we go on Zoom.
Yeah.
We can go on Zoom and Facebook at the same time, Joe. Did I ever tell you that? And Twitch. There's 4. We could go live. Zoom allows that. We could go live to 4 different channels at once.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but I have never used Twitch. think I opened an account for,
I don't have Twitch. I don't have that. I don't have Twitter. I don't have social medias. I'm
we
getting kind
must
of
call it
phoned
X.
at 'em.
You know, what was he thinking? Does he really think that people are going to call it X? Why do you even have it, Elon? It's just a
Because of
little
what they
boy to
did with
you.
Twitter.
Yeah, I know, but get rid of it.
Yeah.
Just get rid of it.
They
Oh, it
they
doesn't
they
show me right now.
they made it ugly, in other words.
They're all ugly. Make everything one, please. The one world can have one unification communication center.
Yeah.
You know, isn't that just stop being fucking, I'm gonna make so much money. That's why, you know, I've decided that we're not going to put for the kids, we're not going to put it into Truth Social. Nope. Trump is not getting $1 from us. I have $600 for the kids, 50 for each of them, and it's not going into Trump shit.
Mm-mm.
I'm very upset. I want to hear either the truth or it's all fuck it. I'm done with this shit already. People, it's not even just waking you guys up. It's like this has been a long coming procedure that we're already 2 or 3 years behind as far as the conspiracies go. And it's not like every conspiracy I hear, I believe right away. It's not like that. It's a lot of fucking work. But really, when you start finding stuff from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s that are saying the same, if not similar things, repetitiveness, you got to start waking up to it or do some research on it. And then, are you okay, Joe? It looks like you're praying. Are you praying?
No. I'm just
All right, we're gonna get off now. I don't know what Joe is up to. Maybe we should all pray. I do believe in praying.
yeah, we need to.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of science behind praying. There's a lot of good qualities. It's a lot of
Good.
unity when praying. And you pray for one person, that's going to help that one person, no doubt, because we control a lot more than they let us know. We're like, very simply, they say we use 6-7% of our brain. Where's the other 93%? What's going on with it? Why aren't we using it? Don't tell me God made us this way. Oh, God made us stupid. He made us just smart enough to worship him. That's all.
Well, all that extra brain also could be storage.
And we'd be using it. They literally say we don't use it.
Yeah.
If it was used for storage, well, I do believe it's a computer. Our soul is more our minds. Our mind and our soul is one. The computer and the body, the brain and the body are the other. It just makes sense, guys. This is another story. We did enough of a live. We've been on for an hour and a half. We had plenty of people come, and I'm glad you came into the chat, but I'd like you guys to chat. Or for sure, Sunday, we'll pick a time Sunday, maybe 3-4 o'clock.
Yes.
We're gonna come on live. We're gonna have another number in there. You don't have to turn on your videos or have a fancy background. You don't have to do anything like that. You could stay quiet even until you feel like. And there's no topics. Your topic is fine with us. If you have something to mention it. By all means, this is the place to come if you want, others to hear something you got to say. Because we are all about each other. Okay?
Right.
All right. We love you guys. Joe. Joe.
Love you.
Joe.
Carolyn.
Joe.
Can't hear you.
Joe.
Can you hear me?
Joe. Do you have another joke, Joe? Didn't you have a joke, Joe?
Not
You
today.
did have a joke,
I
Joe.
did, but I can't remember them.
Oh, you
You're calling
suck,
me out.
Joe. I
hate
put
when
Joe
you
on the
call me out.
spot.
I hate it when you do that shit.
I have a joke.
Call me out. I can't
This guy,
remember.
right?
We
guy
did
runs-
have some.
I'm going to tell you a joke. Shut up. Guy
Okay.
runs into a bar. He's got to go really bad. He's got to go. So he's like to the bartender. He's like, please tell me you have, a bathroom that I can use. I really have to go. He goes, well, you got to buy some. I'll pay for it. I promise. When I get whips out $5, fine, puts it on the bar. Bartender says, okay, upstairs. You make a left, then you make another right. Third door to your left after that. You'll find it. Easy schmeezy. Guy's really got to go. Runs upstairs. Takes that right, makes that left, opens up the first door he sees just an empty closet with the hole in the floor. So he closes that door. He runs around, goes into another one, opens up this door. All he sees is like a hole in the floor. And he's like, what the hell is this? A new aged bathroom? He's like, the next one, I don't care. I'm bursting. I gotta go. Runs around a little bit more, finds another closet looking thing with a hole in the floor. This must be the bathroom. I don't understand. So he goes and he does his business, feels a lot better, walks down the stairs and sees nobody. There's nobody in the bar. Everybody's like gone. And then he starts noticing people under the table and the bartender in back of the bar. He's about getting up. So the guy walks down the stairs and he goes up to the bartender. He's like, what on earth happened? Why is everybody under the tables? Bartender screams out, where were you when the shit hit the fan? I must know that joke for 30 years. I know so many jokes. It's a really great icebreaker when you know jokes, especially when they're not so clean. It's funny.
Right.
We could be not so clean. All right, so I did you the favor today, and I told an old
Thank
joke.
you.
Wait till I get into the blondes. They're pretty fun.
Oh, well, those are
All
great.
right.
I like.
Have a good day, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I hope
Thank
we
you.
all learned a thing or two, and I hope to see you guys in here next time. Right, Joe?
Yes. Please come say anything you want to.
Please.
We love it.
Please,
We love
please,
it.
just a little more butter.
Say something. Get pissed off. Hey, whatever.
Voice that opinion.